and in today's tutorial we are going to dive into plane geometry 2. And in this topic we'll be dealing with polygons. Now we have a very nice question on the board for us to delve with. So if at the end of the day, if you have any question, you can use the comment section and I'll be happy to make any other video that you requested for, so that you can keep on learning plane geometry and other subtopics. So we deal with the first question. It says that how many sides has a regular polygon whose interior angles are 108 degrees each? So it means that we have a particular regular polygon and each interior angle is 108. Each of them is 108, but we don't know the number of sides. So this figure is not a number of sides, but we are just postulating that if each interior angle is 108, how can we find the number of sides? Now when we talk about a regular polygon, it means that all the sides are equal and all the angles are equal. That makes a polygon a regular polygon. When it is an irregular polygon, it means that the sides are not the same and then the angles are not also the same. Like this particular question here, you can see that the sides are not the same, so this is an irregular polygon. But if the sides are all the same as mentioned here, then we regard it as what? A regular polygon. So let's dive into that. Now if they said that each interior angle is 108, we can find an exterior angle here to be 72. So angles on a straight line must sum up to what? 180. So if I know one interior angle, then I will take it from 180 to get the exterior angle. So with that, we can go ahead. So we find that's A. The exterior angle is equal to, so let me just say each exterior angle is equal to 180 degree minus the interior angle, which is 108 degree. So when you subtract this, you are going to get 72 degree. That is the first method we are using. I will use two different methods to work this question for you. And so the formula for finding the exterior angle is, we have the exterior angle to be equal to 360 degree divided by n, where the n here is the number of sides. Now we know the exterior angle to be 72, so I just replace it with 72 degree, and this is equal to 360 degree divided by n. So I can multiply through, right? So I have 72 n is equal to 360 degree. Because I'm looking for n, I divide through by what? 72. So I have 72 n. So I have divided by 72 degree, and here I divide by what? 72 degree. So this goes with that. Then I have n to be equal to 360 degree divided by 72 degree. Now note that the 72 degree will go away, and the number of sides does not carry a degree. So I'm going to use a calculator to do that, but quickly you can easily get the number of sides, right? So I can take 360 divide 72, and you're going to get 5. So you have to draw the conclusion. So therefore, the number of sides of the polygon is 5. So we have 5 sides here. Now this is the first method, using the exterior formula to get it. Now we are going to dive into it and use the next other formula that I'm going to use. So just going to clean this off. Now, the other formula states that the interior angle of a regular polygon, the sum is 100 and n minus 2 multiplying 180. That is the sum. But they are looking for just an interior angle. So it means that I divided by n, the number of sides. But from the question, they said that this is equal to 108 degrees. So this is the next formula you can use to solve the same question. And now I multiply through by n. I will have n minus 2 multiplied by 180. Then n times that will give me 108 degree n. Now we can expand this bracket with the 180. So 180 degree n. So reduce this time, this will give you n minus 2 times 180 is 360 degree, and this is going to be equal to 108 degree n. So I group like things because I'm looking for n. I'll bring the n to the left hand side, and it's positive here, coming here will be negative. So 180 degree n minus 108 degree n, and this is equal to, I send the 360 also across the equal sign, and I'm going to get positive 360 degree. Now when I subtract this, I'm going to get 72 degree n, and this is also going to be equal to 360. So divide both sides by 72 degree, and your n is equal to 5 sides. So you draw the conclusion. So therefore, the number of sides of the regular polygon with an interior angle 108 degree is 5 sides. Right? So this is the first method that you can use to solve this particular question. You either use the exterior angle formula or the interior angle formula, because you know each interior angle, so you can find the number of sides. Now when they ask us to find the sum of all the interior angles, all you could have done is to take the 5 times what? The 108 degree. Or you just code this formula without dividing by the n. Then you get the result. Now we solve the next question. The next question states that what is the value of x in the figure shown? So this, we have an irregular polygon with how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides, and with 5 interior angles. So first of all, you will know what is the sum of all the interior angles, so that you can be able to solve this question. So I'm going to take this off, then we'll solve it. So from there, we can find it. The sum of all the interior angles is equal to, so sum of interior angle of a regular polygon is giving us n minus 2 times 180 degree. Okay, so here we can say this is equal to n, and the n is the number of sides. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 5 sides. So 5 minus 2 times 108 degree, 80 degree, and this is equal to 3 times 180 degree, and this is going to be equal to 540, right? Let me verify that. So we have 3 times 180 degree, yes, so it's 540 degree. Now that we know this, so it means that when I sum all the angles inside here, it should give me 540 degree. Therefore, I go ahead and do that. So I have x plus x plus x. So I have x plus x plus x plus x plus 30 plus x plus 20, x plus 20, and this will give me 540 degree. Now you sum all the x's. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get 5x plus 30 plus 20. That gives me 50. And this is equal to 540 degrees. We group like terms, sending this 50 across the equal sign and become a negative. So you subtract the 50 from it. So 5x is going to be equal to 540 minus 50 is going to give me 490 degrees. You can confirm that with your calculator. So we have that answer being there. Minus 50, and that is correct for us. So I'm just using the calculator to make sure that our workings are correct. Okay, so you can get the calculator and work through with us. Now we divide here by 5, divide here by 5, and my x is going to be equal to, so cancel, the 5 is going to go with this, so it's not 8. Okay, so 490 divided by 5 is going to be 98 degrees. So 98 degrees. So you conclude that each of the value of x there is 98 degrees. 98 degrees. That's your conclusion. The value of x. So therefore, the value of x is 98 degrees, because they are asking us to find the value of x. Now note that the conclusions are always very important. When you don't conclude well, you will lose marks for it. In the core mathematics or in the mathematics field, each step carries marks, so your conclusion also carries some marks. So don't forget to always conclude it, depending on how the question is stated. So here the question is asking us to find what is the value of, so you say that the value of x is that. Okay, now I'm going to look at another beautiful question under this, and also I'll clean this and rewrite the question for us to continue. So this is the next question. We have dealt with the question 1a and b. We're going to look at question 2. The question 2 is demanding that we should find the value of p, this p in the diagram. So the p here is what they are asking us to find. Now what should read your mind is that you must know what kind of triangle is this, so that it gives you how you can go about with your working. Okay, so this triangle is an isosceles triangle because of these lines. So these two lines shows that the line here and this line are equal, and if this line is equal to this line, then the base angles are also equal, which means that if I have the diagram here, and here is 40 degree, and here is p degree, here must also be p degree because of this property. This shows that this is an isosceles triangle. An isosceles triangle, I said again, it means that the base angles are equal. So if this line was here, then we will say that this angle is equal to this angle. So it means this line and this line are equal, which means the base angles are equal, and p would be what? 40. But in our question, the line is here, which portrays that p is equal to this place, which is also p. That's why we have labeled it there. And after understanding this way, you can easily go ahead and solve your question. Straight as that. Now you realize that the sum of angles in the triangles is 180 degrees. So you can use the previous formula we used. N minus 2 times 180 degrees. The number of sides are 3. So you can say 3 minus 2 times 180 degrees. And this is equal to 1 times 180 degrees. And this is equal to 180 degree. So which means that the sum of interior angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. So when I add everything inside here, it should give me 180 degrees. And so you are going to use that property. So all triangles is always summing up to give you 180 degrees. So therefore I have P plus P, this angle plus this angle, plus the 40 degree, the top angle, and that must give me 108 degrees. 180 degrees, sorry. So P plus P is 2P. And I can take this across the equal sign to be minus, right? So 2P is equal to 180 degree minus 40 degree is going to be 140 degree. Because I'm looking for the P, I'm going to divide through by what? The 2. So we divide here by 2 and divide here by 2. And my P is equal to, so 2 in this side will give me 1, and 2 into that will give me 7. So we mean that we have 70 degrees. Now, the value of P is 70 degrees. Once again, the conclusion is very important. Now, let me explain this. This step here, you realize that I wanted to skip, but I just joined it. You will lose a step, a mark for this step. 2P equal to 140 degrees. This step is missing inside here because I went straight away to divide through from that step. So instead of dividing here, you would have to rewrite the whole thing before you do the division, right, which is this step. So please take note, before you divide any value, don't quickly divide it from here. Write the expression again and do the division. So here, that step is missing. Okay, I'm just doing this so that you can recap and get it more vividly. So this is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching, and in my description, the things I'm using for this tutorial is there, so you can get them for yourself. And also, I've released a book in Amazon. I'll put the link in the description. You can go to Amazon and buy it for yourself.